Welcome to another ICP update. So basically, I think ICP is still in a second wave move down right now. And yeah, we have not gone above the previous high right here of the first wave, which probably means that we are currently in an A, B, C structure, and the C wave might happen today or maybe in the next 2 days or so. This is the 1 hour chart after all, so this should not take too long. And I mean, we have seen Bitcoin go up quite a lot in the previous few days, and ICP has not really followed it. And I think that's because the structure is just not complete. But once we complete the structure, I expect the price to maybe test the, let's say, 0.618 level right here, because the A wave almost touched it, and right now we kind of need to go below the A wave to confirm that a C wave is in. And I mean, obviously the second wave right here could be done, so theoretically you could call this a 1-2 setup if you really wanted to, but I do not see a clear ABC structure. So yeah, this is questionable, but like I said in my previous video, once we get a break above this high right here at $7.85, maybe I will be able to confirm that the second wave is in, but I will not be able to confirm that 100% because it could just be an overshooting B wave. So basically this is the A wave, this will be an overshooting B wave if we go above this high, and then we'll still get a C wave down before we continue going up. So yeah, things are looking okay for ICP. And also something that I want you to remember is that ICP might have bottomed in the main second wave right here, and that we are still in the second wave of the, well, upcoming third wave right here. And this third wave is only the third wave of a very small first wave move to the upside, and that very small first wave move to the upside is only the first wave move of the third wave move right here. So this is the main third wave, and I will talk about that more in a second, but first I want to remind you that the first wave, the 1-2 setup that we got, did not get invalidated, which is a good thing because on most altcoins the structure got invalidated. And yeah, right now altcoins, for example ADA, have to go up in a 1-2 setup again. So basically here it went up in a first wave move high, it tried going down in a second wave, it did respect the support levels at that time, but then it just fell to the downside and we got another low in the second wave, and now we are pretty much trying to go to the upside. So yeah, ICP is not doing this. ICP has managed to hold the support levels, and we are still in the second wave. Well, I mean, we were in the second wave move down, now we might be in a third wave move up, but I mean, this could also be a corrective rally, so it could always break down, and a break below the $6.26 level will pretty much confirm that we will get another low right here, and that the second wave move down will most likely get another low, which will most likely go below $5.82. Obviously, that's not the most ideal scenario, but it could happen. And also, let's go on the daily for a second. So basically, I gave you this trend line right here, and when the price went down, it actually respected the trend line. As you can see, it respected it perfectly, and I did not put this after it happened. The trend line was always here, and yeah, it bounced off the trend line, and that's really good because, I mean, I don't think many altcoins managed to actually hold the second wave move down. So this is a good sign, and if we do go in a third wave right now, it should go to at least the 200% extension of the first wave, which is at $16. And ideally it goes to the 2.272 level or the 2.618, so somewhere between $16 and $19 is going to be a good target for the third wave. Now obviously it could go a bit higher, but I don't want it to go lower than $16.16, let's say $16.17. So that's the minimum target required. And after that, I mean, to finish the fifth wave move right here, after we get the fourth wave, I kind of want the fifth wave move to go above the previous first wave high right here, because I mean, if we do go up in 5 waves, like I said, this will be a first wave move up, and this first wave will only be the first wave of this main third wave right here. And if we want to get to this target zone right here for the third wave, which should ideally get between, let's say, $39 and, I mean, it could realistically go above the 4.618 at $86. So if we want to get in this region in the third wave, we need the first wave move up to be strong, and it needs to prove itself. And also, if we do go up in 5 waves and go above this high right here, that would also confirm that the second wave right here is actually in. So yeah, going up in 5 waves right now would confirm a lot of things. And yeah, I mean, support levels are being held right now, which is good. And if we go back on the 1 hour chart, to confirm that the second wave right here is actually in, I need a 5 wave move to the upside that goes above the first wave high right here at about, let's say, $10 and, well, $11. So basically, I need 5 waves up, and I believe we already have the first 2 waves. So maybe we'll get a third wave right now, and that third wave should go in this target region right here between $9.41 and $10.38. So basically, if we are done with the second wave right here, we should start going up in the third wave. But like I said, Bitcoin has gone up a lot and ICP has not, so maybe this is a sign that the second wave right here is not actually in, and maybe we'll test the $6.87 level before we go in this region right here and test it. Now, of course, this is the 1 hour chart, like I said, so this should happen very, very quickly. Ideally, I mean, it could happen in the next like 3 to 4 days, maybe more, maybe less. And I don't want to see the second wave take much longer than that. I mean, it could be done in the next 24 hours. So if it goes up right now, and if it gets like above this high right here at like $8.32, then I mean, that's going to be, it's not going to be a confirmation, but it's going to be an indicator that the low right here might actually be in. And yeah, things are still looking good. We are still below the bull market support band. As you can see, we got rejected by it multiple times. So we got rejected by it in the first wave up right here, and we got rejected by it right here and right here. I mean, here we actually managed to go back above it, but then we got rejected again. And as you can see, we tested it a couple of times. So if we test it again, I expect the price to get above it, and once we get above it, I do not want to see the price drop below it at all in the third wave, well, in the main third wave. Also, something I forgot to mention in my previous videos, well, I did not forget to mention it, I just did not mention it in every single video, but I expect the main fifth wave right here to end somewhere between, let's say, August and October of 2025. And why so late? Well, I think that's when Bitcoin will most likely top as well, and that would be the perfect time for ICP to top. I mean, whenever Bitcoin tops, altcoins do tend to top as well, so yeah, I mean, that's how it usually works. Also, check out the daily RSI. We kind of got rejected by the yellow line, which is questionable because, I mean, I wanted to see a break above it, and right now the RSI looks like it wants to go down, so I don't know how to feel about that. We'll see what happens with that, but not forget, we went oversold right here, and judging by what happened the previous times we went oversold, I mean, this could be a good sign. So basically, the previous few times when we went oversold, the price pretty much went to the upside. Now, of course, you could say that yes, the price already went 88% up, so maybe that's the oversold pump. Maybe we already got the oversold pump, but I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, 88% is not a lot, especially if you compare it to the last time the RSI went to the oversold territory right here, when the price pretty much went up 600% in like 200 days. So I still think we have a huge pump on the way, and yeah, I expect the price to do at least a 10x in this bull market, and a 10x from here, not from the bear market low. So in a bullish scenario, I want to see the price break above the 100% extension right here, which is the previous all-time high. I've already explained why I think this is the previous all-time high. If you don't know why, go watch my previous videos. And I mean, ideally we get to the 1.618 in this cycle, somewhere, like I said, between August and September, or maybe October of 2025. And yeah, I mean, that would put us at like $138, which would not be that unrealistic, because I mean, that would put the market cap, let's check again, at about $65 billion, which is not a lot. I mean, In the previous cycle, the market cap all-time high, if you do not take this right here, was pretty much at like $12.5 billion. So, I mean, something like 65 billion would not be that unrealistic if Bitcoin goes to like a market cap of maybe 4 to 5 trillion. So 65 billion for an altcoin, I don't think it's unrealistic. Now, it all depends on what Bitcoin does. Obviously, if Bitcoin now decides that it wants to go in a bear market, which I think is very, very unlikely, then yeah, ICP will most likely drop as well, and we will most likely go to new bear market lows. Obviously, that would be a very bearish scenario, and I don't think that's going to happen, but you have to be aware of everything that might happen. So anyways, that's all I have for today. Make sure to check out our Patreon if you want access to all of our trading view charts and if you want some exclusive videos. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.